No problem. So all businesses, they experience any kind of disasters, catastrophes. You can see here on the left more natural catastrophes. They sure happen, and we've seen some in the past, in the recent years in northern Ontario. But what people forget a lot is the human aspect of things. Meaning, there's the landscape of cyber attacks change and the disasters change. There's a lot of human error causing this, cyber criminals causing this. And this is something, as our world evolves, that is more present than ever. And we're here on this webinar today to basically demonstrate how data combined with PACE can help you out recover from a real ransomware attack, or matter of fact, any kind of other attack. So next, Mike.
Okay. Oops.
Dado produced a ransomware report on the state of the channel and speaks about SMBs as well. So this is a report during our Q&A that you could type in the chat if you'd like to see a copy of that. We can send that to attendees. You have the URL where it's located at. And why this is important, it just quantifies and give you more information about what are the real numbers behind this? Who are the cyber criminals? What industries is affecting? And what we see here is literally that we don't, there's no industry that's less impacted than another by these kind of, cyber attacks. And they're omnipresent within every sector. We have a lot of people on this webinar on different multiple sectors of activity economically, and there's no one that's left behind. I mean, these guys are the cyber criminals. They just attack, everyone. Thank you, Belinda. We'll definitely send you the copy of the report. Next slide, Mike. Perfect. So like I said, the ransomware is widespread. Just coming back to my other slide, and we'll see a few examples of attacks that occurred in Canada, and I'll share a story as well of my friend Tanya, which is now a Dado employee, but she used to have a hair loss clinic here in Quebec, and she was basically impacted by two ransomwares, and the bottom line of this is she had to close her business. So we're kind of doing preventive stuff here and offering you a mean to protect yourself properly. You can go ahead, Mike. So this is a number that keeps growing up. This is a number from 6 months ago, but it's constantly on the rise. It's costing small and mid-sized businesses up to $75 billion a year. And what's important to understand here is that it's not because necessarily you guys have valuable files. The cyber attacks or the cyber criminals, they go after the fact that they know that it costs you guys a lot of money being down, being on without operations. Imagine if your ERP was down for a week or something, how much would that cost? There's a lot of examples on the Canadian level how this occurred to businesses. And we also at Dado have a calculator which you can run with the guys at PACE. It's an RTO calculator that basically calculates your time, and we'll share Mike's email address at the end of the webinar.